When you think of supplements for blood sugar, you probably think of cinnamon or maybe berberine. But what if I told you there are other supplements backed by research that hardly anyone talks about? Today, I'm going to share the top 5 surprising supplements for prediabetes and blood sugar control. And spoiler, a couple of them are sitting on health food store shelves, but few people are connecting the dots. So let's get into it. If you're new here, hi, I'm Julie Montgomery. I'm a holistic nutritionist, and I help people stop prediabetes in its tracks and balance their blood sugar with strategies that are both science-backed and realistic. If that sounds like what you need, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss my weekly videos. So now, before we jump into these supplements, please talk with your doctor if you're going to try any. Supplements can be as serious as medicine, and you should always discuss the interactions and contraindications. Okay, so let's get into it. Supplement number 1. Let's start with alpha-lipoic acid, or ALA for short. This one is like the Swiss Army knife of supplements. It's a powerful antioxidant that your body actually makes in small amounts, but you can also take it as a supplement. And here's why it matters for blood sugar. ALA improves how your cells respond to insulin, which means glucose gets moved out of your bloodstream and into your muscles more efficiently. Several studies have actually shown that ALA can lower fasting blood sugar and even improve hemoglobin A1C in people with type 2 diabetes. And in Europe, ALA is actually used as a treatment for diabetic neuropathy because it helps protect the nerves from damage caused by high blood sugar. So now typical doses for therapeutic use are around 300 to 1800 milligrams, but it can vary depending on your needs. So if you've never heard of it, now you know alpha-lipoic acid is beneficial more than as an antioxidant. It's a real player in blood sugar management. Okay, supplement number 2, Inositol. And this one is especially interesting if you're dealing with prediabetes and polycystic ovarian syndrome, or PCOS. Inositol is sometimes called vitamin B8, even though it's technically not a vitamin. It's actually a form of sugar that the body naturally produces, and it acts as a messenger in your cells that helps improve the action of insulin. So think of it like WD-40 for your insulin receptors. It helps things run more smoothly. Now, research shows that inositol, especially the combination of myo-inositol and D-chiro-inositol, improves insulin sensitivity, reduces fasting glucose, and can even help regulate menstrual cycles in women with PCOS. And bonus, inositol seems to improve cholesterol and triglycerides as well. So most people take it in powder form and you just mix it into water or tea. The bonus, it has a naturally sweet taste without spiking blood sugar. So if you're someone who wants a gentle but effective approach, inositol is one to consider. Okay, supplement number 3 is a mineral that I guarantee you've heard of, but most people don't connect it with blood sugar, and that's magnesium. And here's the thing, about half of adults don't get enough magnesium. And deficiency is especially common in people with insulin resistance or prediabetes. So now, why does this matter? Well, because magnesium, like inositol, helps your insulin receptors work properly. Without enough magnesium, your cells literally can't take in glucose as effectively. So several studies show that magnesium supplementation improves fasting glucose and even reduces the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Food sources include leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and beans. But if you're not getting enough, then a supplement can really help. Forms like magnesium glycinate or citrate are the most well-absorbed and are easiest on the stomach. So yes, that little mineral your doctor probably never mentioned could be quietly sabotaging your blood sugar if you're low. Okay, supplement number 4 is one of my personal favorites because of its nickname. Gymnema sylvestre, also known as the sugar destroyer. Now, this is an herb used in Ayurvedic medicine for centuries, and here's why it's so cool. Gymnema can actually change how your taste buds perceive sweetness. If you put the extract on your tongue and then try to eat something sweet, it tastes bland or even a little unpleasant. But that effect can also occur when you take it internally as a supplement. That effect alone can seriously cut down sugar cravings, although it can be really effective for some people and not at all for others. But for those that it works well, it really helps with cutting back sugary foods. But the benefits go deeper than that. Clinical studies have shown that Gymnema can lower fasting glucose, reduce hemoglobin A1C, and even improve insulin function. It's usually taken in capsule form, though you'll sometimes see it as a tea. So if sugar cravings are your Achilles heel, Gymnema is one supplement that can give you a real edge. And finally, we have supplement number 5, Banaba leaf. No, not banana. Banaba. It's spelled B-A-N-A-B-A. This plant comes from Southeast Asia, and its active compound, which is called corosolic acid, has some pretty impressive blood sugar benefits. Banaba helps your cells take in glucose more efficiently, almost like a natural insulin sensitizer. And studies show it can lower post-meal blood sugar spikes and even improve long-term markers like hemoglobin A1C. Plus, it also helps with sugar cravings by balancing blood sugar. So it doesn't affect how sugar tastes, like Gymnema sylvestre, but by reducing blood sugar fluctuations, it can help prevent the sudden urges and cravings. And the cool part is that Banaba isn't well known in the West, so it feels like a hidden gem. You'll often find it in combination formulas with other blood sugar herbs, but it's powerful enough to stand on its own. So those are the 5 supplements. Each one works in a slightly different way, from improving insulin sensitivity to reducing sugar cravings to lowering post-meal spikes. And if you're interested in trying any of these supplements, check out my brand recommendations in my Fullscript account. The link is down below. Once you log in, look for the favorites category called YouTube Blood Sugar Video Favorites. And if you're intrigued by this list of supplements and you want to go deeper, I've got good news. I'm putting together a full series on supplements for prediabetes and blood sugar. One video is just on amino acids, another's on plant extracts, and another on vitamins and minerals. So subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you know when they're released. You'll find the playlist linked down below once it's live, and you'll see one of the new videos right there very soon. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, comment on which supplement you're most likely to try, and share this with a friend who might need it. And I'll see you in the next video.